Hi, welcome to our last section of our movements. So our focus on movements this week, we're looking at white crane spreads its wings and brush left knee and push, and then we close. So this week I've done some filming outside, so there's some shots of me doing these moves outside, but then also a talk through in this room of how we go into those positions as well. So say this is the final section of these moves. A little different in that we have a step that you haven't done before. So have a look at where my left foot steps into white crane. Look at where the hips are going, the direction of my face where I'm looking, and then how I move into brush knee and push, what happens there. So enjoy. We said about the foot position is quite different. The foot position is the left foot comes in. Okay? On the ball, you can also be right on the very tip of your toes, but for most people on the ball of their left foot. The right foot is at that slight angle, 45 degrees or whatever is comfortable for you. So this is the stance. This is known as empty stance. Okay. Now with this as well, the hips are not square on. The hips go at an angle as well. So maybe that same direction that the right foot is facing. Some slight twist. But I'm looking at my opponent would be face on. So I'm looking face on, but my hips are at a slight angle to the right. Now my arms are lifted. The right hand lifts high, palm pressing upward, and the left palm is pressing downward. Okay. So they're active, they are doing something, they're pressing away. We're not pointing, we're actively pressing the palms away. So we've gone from white crane spreads its wings. If you remember, the right foot was at that angle. We're looking face on and the hips are off to that same side, the right side. Hands are pressed away. Now, most of the moves that we've done are in bow and arrow stance, and that's the stance that we're going to be in for brush knee and push. We're getting into that position. So the arms circle around. See, the right hand comes down, the left hand comes over, and you'll see when I turn from the other direction what that's doing. So the right hand's just going to settle in this area, around the hip. The left hand is going to make out as though it's brushing the knee. So we're not actually physically brushing the leg or the knee, but it gives that kind of sense of brushing downward and pushing away. So it's also sometimes known as side step, brushing in side step. So imagine that you are pushing away to the side. But basically we're going from being in a empty stance, where this left foot is quite close to the right foot, to being in the bow and arrow stance again. So the right hand is coming down, the left hand's coming through round. The right hand stays by the sort of hip, and as the left hand comes into view, I'm going to step out with the left foot again onto the heel, and the left hand comes round. So it's like an arc, it's arcing round. Imagine you've pushed the leg forward. So as I've now gone past the knee, I'm going to turn my body. So remember those hips were at an angle. The hips want to go straight on when we're in bow and arrow stance. So I've turned from being on the right to being square on. So the weight comes onto my left foot, so I can turn the right foot to be face on. The left foot comes round to parallel, and I drop my hands. And then I finish as we started and close.